Sit down, class is in session, and we're going to talk about 2xKO patch 1.03 tier list. This is the patch that got Teemo nerfed. So, with that being said, I think we're just going to hop on to talking about Teemo right now. Now, Teemo is still strong, and I think he is still in S tier. I don't think anybody will be fighting me against. I mean, will be fighting me for that. I think that he's nerfed, yeah, which makes him kind of more enjoyable to play against compared to what he was pre nerf. His Sonic side B. I don't actually know what the command for that one for Teemo, but yeah, the Sonic side B. If you guys know what I'm talking about, the spinny ball charge thing. There's definitely a bit of a gap there now. The pebbles have a lot more end lag. That's definitely, you can really feel that. You can really maneuver yourself around the pebbles. Considering that Teemo is missing all of them, but sometimes they just don't. Anyway, I think that this is very, very good. This is a very good nerf for Teemo. They say it's a nerf, but from what I read online, it's actually just an adjustment. A lot of what Teemo was doing were considered bugs by the developers. So this is actually, his power, like his actual power. Or his intended power. That's what I should say. His current power right now, I don't think he's that he's the best. I think right now Echo is much better than him, but he is still top tier. He's still good to play. He feels great to fight against now. It depends, quote unquote, because I know some of you don't like playing against zoners, but I feel like zoners in this game is actually pretty good. I think Jinx is actually another zoner that's getting a little bit more annoying to fight against. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about those when I get to those. I just hopped onto Teemo because he was the one, he was the one who got a lot of changes, and yes, he's still powerful. So if you guys like Teemo, and if you guys want to play a zoner, Teemo is definitely one of my recommendations. With that being said, I think we're gonna go from left to right. With it comes Ari, and I think Ari is still here. Ari received nerfs received damage nerfs and combo nerfs actually, which also results in damage nerfs. Let's be honest. Her S1 super, which combos into some of her moves. The 6S2 actually kind of like messed that one up, which meant that there'll be less damage from some of her combo routes utilizing the S1 super. This also meant that some combos will have to adjust because the hit decay for 6S2 in the air, is very much nerfed. With that being said, I still think that Ari is very, very, very powerful compared to all of the characters here in the tier list. Her air mobility is still top tier. Just trying to catch a good Ari player in the air is just very annoying. And not only that, he also has mix-ups due to that. She can do double overhead. She can do an overhead and then just kind of like bait out a parry and then go low. She can do overhead and then land and then grab. She can do all of these stuff. Her 2S2, while parryable, yes, parryable. Like if you're fighting against a person who is very much alive or very much awake, it's very parryable. But sometimes it just does not, sometimes it just hits, and when it does, it's free. It feels really good for the Ari player. That being said, her weaknesses are still there. Yes, I'm saying that she has weaknesses. She sometimes have trouble dealing against the pure zoners. For example, I think she actually has trouble with with getting in on Teemo, especially when Teemo is already set up. Because Teemo can just do 2H and then she will fucking die. Characters like Darius also give her problems if her double overhead does not work, because Darius can literally just do the armored anti-air and she will get hit by it. So yeah, I think those are some of her weaknesses, but not as pronounced as others in this tier list. So I think we're gonna move on. I'm kind of like doing a little bit of a speed run here. But yeah, I think we're moving on to Echo, which I think is still here in the S tier. Echo is the mix-up king in this game. He can do overhead, lows, left, right mix-up with his clones. He's just, I think he is the best character currently. He got my fault. Why am I getting fucking hiccups? Like, he got nerfed. I think like 2 patches ago, or is it the same patch? But yeah, he got nerfed. His time winder got nerfed, but I think that time winder nerf did literally nothing. Some of his moves, are still doing quite a bit of damage. The time winder thing, I think what they did with the time winder was they shortened the time that it's out, so players can move around. But I don't think that really worked as intended. I think Echo is still very annoying, especially if he's trying to zone out. He's trying to do a little bit of set play. He is still one of the best characters in the game. Just his clones being there is also very annoying, and I think Riot will have quite a hard time doing something, or what do you call this? Yeah, doing something to Echo, make him feel a little bit balanced. This is not me saying that he's the super top and everybody should play him, but if you actually look at top eights of different tournaments, there's bound to be a few Echoes in there, probably like 3 or 4 Echoes in there, which is just wild. With that being said, Echo's weaknesses are also still there, just not as pronounced. It's everybody in the S tier definitely has weaknesses, but they're not as pronounced as the others in this in the tier list. I just said that like two times now, 3 times now. His biggest weakness is of course his HP, very low. Not really very low HP. Teemo has the least HP. I think followed by Yasuo and then Echo. I'm not really too sure, but yeah, his HP is definitely one of the things that you have to look at if you want to play Echo, which means that you're gonna have to be moving around just to make sure that you don't get hit by random stuff. A random Darius combo would put you down 60%, which is not something you want to be in as an Echo player. So yeah, even though he deals quite a bit of damage, he does all of these bullshit. He can open up your opponents really easily. The lack of HP and the amount of damage that some of these characters can pump out is very scary. So yeah, okay. I'm not downplaying his strengths. Having low HP is kind of like falling into the Akuma trap of Street Fighter 6, where they made Akuma really strong and then just nerf his HP. I think it's fine. I don't know. I think it's working in Street Fighter, but I don't know if that's working in 2XKO. But yeah, Echo definitely one of the strongest characters around. And if you want a very well-rounded character who can also zone and who can also play close-up, play footsies, Echo is definitely one of the characters that you should check. That being said, Yasuo, another character who can zone and kind of like do it all. I think all of the characters here at S tier, except for Teemo, well, actually a bit of Teemo, because Teemo can definitely mix people up because of his landing aerials or his jump aerials. Yeah, he can definitely mix people up. The pogo stick. Yeah. But yeah, Yasuo, he can be zoning you out with Wind Wall, Hasagi. He can be doing some fucked up shit with Wind Wall, Tornado. He can be doing some fucked up shit with his mix-ups, with the hops, with the side switch, with the charge S1 that can cross up, which means that you have to block the other way or just straight up parry the thing. Yasuo just kind of has it all. He has low HP, but kind of does not matter. Kind of similar to how Echo is in this game. He's just way too good for the amount of HP that he has. He also has fucked up grab combos. If you got grab, he can just go to stance light, and now you're in the air, and now you're getting comboed by a fucking samurai out of nowhere, which can deal a lot of damage. Can even kill you at 50% or half HP. if they know the right routes, the combo. So yes, Yasuo is still very good. His weaknesses lie in lie in kind of like mix-ups. I think uh Yasuo's weaknesses heavily rely on how the player who's using Yasuo plays, because his 2H is fucked up. His 2H is fucked up. It covers his whole body, I think. And then his mix-ups are fucked up. It's kind of the same with Echo. He got left, right, overhead, and low mix-ups. He's actually good against zoners because he can just put the wind wall up. That's it. He got a wind wall. All of those miniguns, all of those rockets, all of those air fireballs from Ari are just pretty much negated. So yeah, I think Yasuo is very, very, very strong in this game. That being said, I think those are just the S tiers currently in this game. Yasuo is also one additional thing with Yasuo. He's also kind of like the target of nerfs right now, and the nerfs regarding him is weird because it changes like pretty much his combo route. I see a lot of top tier players who are like, yo, am I gonna have to learn a new combo route for fucking Yasuo because he got nerfed again? And that's been like a running meme now. So yeah, I think they're gonna solidify his combo routes once season 1 releases, because I think that's what they're aiming for. And that's also why Ari's 6S2 hit decay or stun decay was also implemented, because they're still experimenting, making sure that everything is good for the actual release of season 1 in January. And once January comes around, like the season 1 actually starts, they're not gonna do anything like that anymore. So yeah, it's kind of like locked in after that. So yeah, like I said, I think these are the four. A lot of people are calling them the four horsemen. I don't call them that. I just think that they're like super strong. This is not numbered, by the way. So if it's numbered, I think it's kind of like this. I think Teemo is very weak now compared to the other two. So I think it's like this if it's like actually ranked. But the rest, I'm not gonna rank all of those. Just the S tier. So next is Darius. I think Darius is A tier. Darius is very, very good with the amount of damage that he can do. If you pair him up with Blitzcrank or the Light Wisp team, which is Braum, he's so fucked up. Like, dude, he got grab combos, which I don't know why he does. He has the fucked up air 2H, which hits behind him. I don't know why a Juggernaut character, well, not really a Juggernaut character, like a big body character, has a move that crosses up like that. It's crazy. It's the first thing that I saw, because I am very what do you call this, used to big body characters being a little bit honest with their neutral. For example, Zangief, I call him honest because he is honest. Command grabbing you is like a very hard thing to do. So it's not it's not something that he can just do. Like, if you got command grabbed, it's your fault, bro. Like, it's not his, like he's just that better than you. So yeah, Darius does not have a command grab. Oh wait, he actually does. His S1 and then the heavy follow up of his S1, which is apprehend, is a command grab. But you can actually just counter them. So yeah, Darius is very, very good in this game. Has good HP pool. Has great damage. He is the Ryu of this game. I think 2XKO developers said that they are what do you call this? That they always test how a champion plays against Darius, because he's like the staple of the game. If it plays well, or if the Darius player is satisfied with how Darius is playing against the character, that's like their threshold. That's like their confirmation that, okay, this champion is a good idea. I think that's what they said. But yeah, with that being said, Darius's weakness lies in zoning. He can definitely be zoned out by Teemo and Jinx. And there's going to be another character coming out, Caitlyn. I think he is also going to be zoned out by Caitlyn. I don't know what's up with Caitlyn though, so we're going to have to wait for that when she comes out around January 20. But yeah, what do you call this? Yeah, Darius, still good, just gets a little bit zoned out. Next is Illaoi. Illaoi is B tier. I think Alawi is B tier, or maybe even A tier. Let me think about this for a little bit. I definitely think that Darius is like the A tier. He's like very well rounded, just overall strong. But uh, okay, I think I'm gonna put Ilawi in A tier. The main reason for this is that I've been fighting a lot of Ilawi Teemo teams, and it's definitely what do you call this? It's kind of like a weird team to play against because I did not know that Ilawi can help a lot with the zoning Teemo provides. Her back assist, the tentacle smash one, kind of it covers like 95% of the screen, which allows Teemo to set up his mushrooms and then just do pebble pressure or dart pressure, and it's crazy. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It's crazy. So, yeah, Ilawi's impression on me is definitely getting higher, at least tier list twice. Fighting her is still very very annoying. The bikini bottom setup in the corner, which is his her S2 super, and then she's gonna summon a lot of tentacles, and then you're gonna have to deal with that. By the way, tip for you to be able to deal with that: simply wait for the tentacle or for Ilawi to hit you, and then push block, and then throw out a move like a long range move that can cover that can hit the tentacles, and then tag to the character that you just used push block with. So yeah, that's one thing that he can do. Of course there's that you can do. Of course there's still counter. There are counters to that. Ilawi can simply just go up and grab, and then you won't be able to have what do you call this? You won't be able to have a chance to push block. Ilawi's weaknesses lies in zoning again, but she does have tools against that. Her tentacle, she can summon tentacles all across the screen as long as you're in the ground. That's one of the things that she can do, which is kind of like very annoying, which means that you can also just not hold back against her because she can, just run down. Her combo damage is also crazy. Her range on her low M 2M is very crazy. It's like the chop, and then the damage, her damage is just really good. I think she also has like quite a bit of HP if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, if you want someone that can just fight 1v1, she can definitely rise up to the occasion. Next we got Braum. B is for Braum. Yes, I think B tier for Braum is it's where he's at right now. It's because he can definitely do some fucked up things with the unbreakable. The amount of pressure that he exudes while he's in that stance or he's in that install is very scary. It really slows down gameplay because you don't want to press any buttons, any random button against him, because he's definitely swinging, and that swing is definitely armored. So if you press a random button, he swings, shit armored, and you just hella die. Rinse and repeat. He's very scary. In the middle of the screen, he is fine because you can maneuver around and move. But if you're in the corner, he is like a terror. And he also deals great with the zoning because of his shield. He could just like move around with back S2, and then you will be fine with that shield. His back assist is also good because it is a shield. A lot of people I've seen are doing Braum Teemo and then just call back assist Braum and then dart Teemos. That's it. That's all that they're doing, and it kind of works. It's very annoying, but it works. That being said, Braum does not have good Oki, and his aerial approach are kind of very, what do you call this? Very telegraphed. His all of his pressure comes from Unbreakable. If he does not get Unbreakable, you'll be fine. Most likely, as long as you don't get cheesed by the shields. And by the way, if he gets Unbreakable, the easiest way to get him out of it is either by grabbing or just waiting for the thing to just expire. I think it expires, right? I don't know. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I usually just grab. And if I grab and then I miss the grab, or he presses something while I'm grabbing or while I'm the grab animation, I just fucking die. And that's how it is. This is 2x scale. But yeah, Braum, definitely B tier. He's not really that strong compared to the others in the top of the tier list, but he is the utility he provides, the pressure he provides in the corner while Unbreakable is unmatched. That being said, Jinx I also think is in the B tier. What I'm saying earlier, a good Jinx is much harder to fight against a normal Teemo. I think Jinx is one of the slept on characters right now, but I think she's rising up the ranks because of the Teemo nerf. So a lot of people are trying to experiment with her again because people just kind of forgot about her when Teemo was released. She is still very strong. That's what I think. The super tag nerf, the double down super tag nerf, actually kind of like affected her a bit. So I think that's why people kind of just gravitated away from her. But she is still very annoying. A good Jinx player will not just zone you out and put out traps. A good Jinx player will also kind of like scrap, and that's where she gets really really annoying. Of course, a very obvious flaw or cons for playing against Jinx is that if the player is right in front of you, especially an Echo, a Yasuo, or Naari, you're just kind of messed up. It's hard to defend against those characters, and you're just probably gonna die because you won't be able to like just swing out. When they're in mid range and what do you call this, long range, mid range, and far away, you can definitely zone them out and kind of whittle down their HP. And then you finish them off by, doing your bullshit. Also, her level 3 deals a lot of damage. What the fuck was that? Anyway, Vi. I think Vi is A tier. For those of you who don't know, I used to play Ari Vi, and then I switched to Echo because I think Echo is a much more expressive character than Vi. Vi is really only excels on the ground, and when the opponent is in the air, you're just kind of like hoping they run into your 2H. Or you just kind of hope that they run into your fists, which is much weirder. That's why I kind of like switched out, because I think her game plan is very it's kind of one tricky-ish. She definitely got some execution stuff. She can do the electric stuff. Her damage is actually increased, which is one of the things that she lacked back when I was still playing her. But that did not really attracted me into playing her again, because Echo is just a whole lot better than her. I think Echo is my character, but I am a waifu player. That's why I play Echo Ari. I'm a waifu player, so I'm definitely gonna try out Caitlyn. And if she's able to if she's able to fill the waifu void and replace Echo, that's great. But I don't think so, because the main reason I use Echo is because of his fucked up mix-up. Just imagine Caitlyn having fucked up mix-ups. That's cool. I want that shit. But like, I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, Blitzcrank. I think Blitzcrank is okay, I'm just gonna edit this one. I think Blitzcrank is question mark tier, because he is very hard to tier. One of the things he does great is assists. His rocket grab assists restands is very good against all characters. If you partner him with anybody in this team or in this game, he's just gonna make the team a whole lot better. That being said, him alone is very lackluster. So he definitely feels like a support character here that kind of, just supports. That's what he does. He just supports everybody in the team. And that's like his sole purpose. But when he's like alone in the field, it's very rough. It's rough for the Blitzcrank players, because his command grab is not really that good. His mobility is not really that good. He can definitely get stuffed out. He does have Steam, which gives his command grab, shield. But like, if you can't read your opponent, if you don't have hard reads and don't really do anything much about the offense, or to kind of like condition your opponent into making them crouch, making them block, it's not gonna go well for you. So good Blitzcrank players definitely put the fear in their opponents, but the mediocre ones definitely just they're not scary to fight against, because you can just mash on them and they probably don't know what to do. So yeah, but if you're gonna ask me to rank this dude just solo, I think he's gonna be in D, which I just changed. So yeah, gonna be down there. Warwick is kind of hard if I'm gonna have to think about it. Back when he was first released, I think he's here. Yeah, back when he was first released, I think he's like A tier. The main reason I think he's now B tier, which is my final answer, is because a lot of people kind of figured out how to fight against him. Is like he's probably one of the only characters who had like a lot of mix-up tools, which mix-up tools that are predictable, and it's very hard for me to react to it. This is my personal experience. A lot of players are gonna be like, oh, he just jumped, I'm a block high. I don't have that reflexes, like I don't have those reactions. I'm old. No, not really old, but like, you know what I mean. But yeah, I think I think that Warwick is definitely like a good character. I think he's slept on, but compared to the others in the S tier and the A tier, I think he might be a little bit outclassed. I actually don't know what Riot should do to be able to make Warwick good, because I believe that his win condition is getting Bloodlust, and after he gets Bloodlust, he gets the fucked up cross up charge thing. I don't know actually, but yeah, he gets the fucked up cross up thing, and then it's very hard to they're very hard to react to, very hard to block. You literally just kind of have to guess when he's gonna do it. But yeah, having that one is very scary. Warwick in Bloodlust is very scary. My game plan against Warwick is just to make sure he doesn't get Bloodlust, or if he does, I'm just gonna kite. Because if I don't kite, I'm gonna get mixed up and I'm gonna fucking die. And his combos, I think here's one thing. I think his combos are very long. That's actually one thing that I don't like against fighting against Warwick. I think I'm not really into the combos long, I hate this game thing. But I think Warwick combos are long and should be nerfed. Only him though. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think Warwick Bloodlust is around A tier. Warwick base is B tier. I think that highly of Bloodlust just because of the cross-up move. I also think does Bloodlust also modify frame data? I'm not really sure. 2x scale is not. I have not studied the 2x scale's frame data because it's not really that important, because everything can be safe after an assist call. So yeah, it's not really something that I studied, but I don't actually know how it affects or how Bloodlust affects Warwick's moves. Warwick's weakness is his predictability in the air. He has the jump overhead, the demon flip from Akuma. Those are very easily 2H'd or anti-aired by characters, which makes it very difficult. So now he's gonna try and sweep. His sweep is very punishable. Now you're just gonna hit with him. I think his frame data is kind of bad. He only has, from what I heard, from talking to Warwick players, he only got like 2 moves that are plus on block, and the others are minus on block, and then they can just get punished. So yeah, that's definitely not good for the Warwick player, but that's what they got. But when he gets into Bloodlust, there's definitely a lot more tools that he can do. The side switch command grab, the side switch on the ground grab is now not side switching, so he can keep the wall. But some players, like some creative players, they actually found a combo route that can mitigate the side switch. So I think Warwick is still good. Players just kind of like found the perfect counter against him. So a lot of players are kind of ranking him not that great. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. This is my tier list for 2XKO, which will be not relevant anymore in about a month because Caitlin's gonna be released, and I think they're gonna do a lot of nerfs. So kind of scared for my team, but it is what it is. It is a fighting game after all. And it's from Riot, and Riot is really good when it comes to patches, the frequencies. Unlike other companies right now, Capcom with that motherfucking my nerf before Capcom Cup, and that nerf did not really do anything, and then they buffed motherfucking Sagat, bro. It's so funny. But yeah, I'm just rambling right now. I think this is a good tier list. Nobody will fight me against this. I don't know. Maybe someone will. If you want to fight me with this tier list, just leave a comment down below, and we're gonna talk about it civilly. Civilly, is that actually a word? I don't know, bro. That's pretty much it for this session. Let me know what you guys think about this tier list, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.